PSG talent with three substitute players managed to take down the fourth seed of the LPL LGD on the first day of the Worlds 2020 playing stage in Group B, featuring three substitute players up against a team that many people considered to cruise to an easy 4-0 within Group B. This is the anatomy of an upset of how PSG talent managed to come out ahead against LGD Gaming. LGD Gaming came into this game drafting a rather familiar composition for those who have been following their style of play. LGD likes to play the full court press, in which they draft a pushing top lane, mid lane, and bot lane in order to facilitate Peanut to be the main carrier of the team. In this case, he will be playing the Lilia against the Graves matchup, and they will be trying to stack multiple Drakes in order to win the game. PSG talent, on the other hand, have two big roster changes, with the mid and jungle being borrowed from AHQ due to visa issues, and star AD carry Unified having to be replaced by D also due to visa issues. The team composition they went for is a rather interesting approach. Going for the likes of Oriana and Ornn, they were prepared to take LGD on in the Dragon Control game by going for a scaling teamfighting composition. However, this scaling would only turn on after 22 minutes on the 4th Drake. On the 4th Drake, if LGD are able to secure a soul point, however, they would be able to create a fork, forcing PSG talent to choose between the soul or defending the Baron. In order for PSG to effectively approach this game, they would need to find a way to be able to secure one of the first 3 Drakes for themselves. Knowing that between these two compositions, whoever who sets up first on the objective will have a significant teamfight advantage. They save last pick for Rakan or Kaiwing, the star player, in the bot lane. The plan was to be able to form some ability to control and push up the bot lane using the Rakan into Braum matchup. However, once the game started itself, things quickly went sour for PSG, having a substitute AD carry in the bot lane. Being able to maintain the push on the bottom side of the map was not successfully done. This resulted in LGD being able to push out the bot lane, control the bot river, and secure the first Drake, a mountain Drake, for themselves at 7 minutes. The second Drake will be an Infernal Drake, and this was a possible area of contest for PSG as well. Initially, it didn't seem that they were going to contest it. Once again, through having the bot push, LGD were able to control the bottom side of the river and start to exert some pressure on the Drake. However, LGD they decided that it might be a bit too risky and decided to pull away. After a series of missed kill shots and failed to engage on the Oriana, it ended up being PSG who was able to control the bot side river and secure the second Drake for themselves. This fulfilled one of the important win conditions for PSG to win the game. Now knowing that the 4th Drake that they can fight on, they can no longer be forced between defending the Baron and the Soul. The 3rd Drake was an Ocean Drake, meaning the Soul would be rather significant. Once again, LGD at this point of time in the game, they were stronger and were able to push out the mid lane first and be able to control the bottom side river. However, a teamfight mistake occurs where they chase out PSG from the Dragon Pit, but they do decide to overchase through the choke, overextending and losing this fight in the bottom side of PSG's jungle. This resulted in PSG being able to secure the second Drake of the game for themselves, once again setting LGD even further away from the 4 Drake Soul win condition. It would still be possible for LGD to win this game. Well, now things are looking rather grim for them. If PSG were to flop their own objective control and concede a Drake fight over the LGD, winning the fight could translate into a potential Baron, through which LGD would be able to win the game. It is once again the same story. LGD is able to control the bottom side of the river, And this time, they've learned from the previous mistake. They do not control, they do not chase through the choke points, and they simply stare PSG down, sealing them from the choke. However, there was a fatal mistake from AD carry Kramer from LGD. It splits away from the team, and the rest of the team doesn't bridge for him. Seeing a moment of weakness, PSG pulled the trigger, engaged Kramer, taking down the AD carry. Without the Ashe available for the fight, LGD feel pressured, and they engage 4v5 in the PSG's members without the AD carry. They lose the fight, giving over another 3 kills, losing complete control of the map, and PSG secures a third drake for themselves. With no tempo presence on the map and no ability to control it, LGD now face Soul Point, where PSG is in the driver's seat of the game. Naturally, without control of the map, PSG are able to set up on Baron rather easily, forcing the short-range champions of LGD to walk into them, landing a multiple-man shockwave, and securing the Baron for themselves. With that, PSG overcome the odds and secured the victory by taking the Baron and closing out the game in a rather routine fashion. PSG showed good planning and draft to deal with what LGD had, whereas LGD were predictable and well exploited. They knew that their composition would take over in teamfights eventually, whereas LGD always chased in chokes and gave up a crucial second drake for free, leaving up a lot of pressure and space for PSG to breathe. PSG's decisiveness on punishing bad objective control was crucial to the victory as well, where LGD flopped their choke control multiple times, once overchasing through a choke and having the AD carry split away from the rest of the team in a second occasion. And with this upset, PSG takes pole position in Group B of the Worlds 2020 play-ins stage, whereas LGD took a 0-1 and now need to try to secure second seed by sweeping the rest of the teams in their group. This was the anatomy of an upset between PSG versus LGD. If you've enjoyed this content, do give this video a like and please hit the subscribe button. Your support means a lot to me. Enjoy the rest of the World Championship. It's gonna be hype.